Hi, my name is Brandy Jo Middleton, and I'm going to teach you today what true confidence really is and how to deal with negative people in your life, meaning close people that you really can't get rid of, like your family and really close friends. And I say you can't get rid of it because family is blood, and sometimes you have to be around them. So I'm going to teach you what to do in those situations where they're toxic and negative and how you won't let that affect your confidence. And this was a lot of learning on my part that I had to do. I grew up with a very negative mom, and still to this day, who doesn't fully believe in my dreams and has put me down quite a bit. So I'm going to teach you what I do to not let that affect who I am as a person, my confidence. And you might be in a situation where it is a family member. It could be a parent, it could be a sister, it could be a brother, it could be a cousin, an aunt, an uncle. It could be one of your closest best friends who's starting to put you down. It could be a relationship. And if you are, let me just say this, if you are in a domestic violence relationship or emotional violence relationship, meaning with a boyfriend, girlfriend, you do not have to put up with that, okay? So I don't want anybody to stay in especially a physical, emotional, abusive relationship. You do not have to put up with that. You are worthy of better in your life. And when you truly find out your confidence, you're going to realize that you are better than that. They have to put up with that, and you have amazing power in you to change and to get the life that you absolutely want. So let's talk about what true confidence is, okay? Confidence is a learned skill, but it's knowing that who you are inside, not based on external approval. Like if somebody says something great to you, or you win an award, or you get a promotion at your job, or you make a certain grade at school, or you become whatever you want to be in the sports world, that is temporary. Those things will only bring you love. They will only bring you hope. They will only bring you temporary happiness, okay? So when that goes away, what is left? You still have this yearning inside of you for more. It's always you need more. You need more validation. You need to feel like you're prettier. You need better hair. You need better clothes. You need to be thinner. All these things are not going to bring you confidence, okay? If you want to reach the goal weight that you want to reach, it's not going to bring you confidence only until you tap into here. And how I want you to tap into here is I want you to write out what are things that you love about yourself? What are traits that you have that you know nobody else has? Maybe that you share kindness. Maybe that you like to uplift others. Maybe that you're good at math. Maybe you're good at drawing. Maybe you're good at being a leader in your company. Maybe you're great at sports. I want you to write down things about yourself that you love. Maybe it's your smile. Maybe it is your eyes. Maybe it's your hair. Whatever. I want you to write down things that you love about yourself, okay? And we're not going to focus on the negative. I'm not going to make you write down on the other side what your weakness is, because we have too much of that already in our lives. We see the worst in ourselves and what other people don't. There's a thing that I read not too long ago called the spotlight theory, and somebody did a research, and they had these college students come in and they put Barry Manilow shirts on, and they chose Barry Manilow because he's technically not really popular in that generation. And all these students said, oh my gosh, this is going to ruin my reputation. People are going to make fun of me. People are going to notice me. And they're like, no, they're not. If you have a positive outlook, if you walk into a room and share kindness, we're going to test this and see, do people really pay attention to what you're wearing? And guess what? Half the people did not pay attention to what the shirt they had on was. So the point is, we see the worst in ourselves or in our mind. We make up all these thoughts and all these scenarios that are not even true. It's fear. So don't focus on the negative, because a lot of times people don't even notice that about you at all. They're not going to notice things that we notice in ourselves, because we are our own worst critics. So when you learn what you're truly proud of and your values, and the more that you do that, and then if you will do my steps that I taught below on these videos, the 5 steps that I did to transform my life, and I know they're working because I have others who are coming to me daily saying, Brandy, I've used these steps. They are helping me. They're pointing me in the right direction. They're teaching me the tools in order to be confident. If you'll stay consistent with that, it will work. But in the meantime, I want you to learn your worth. And so every day I want you to get up and I want you to look in that mirror and I want you to be proud of who you are. I want you to say to yourself, I am enough. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am capable of doing whatever your goal is in life, okay? You're going to put that in there and say, whatever my goal is in life, I am capable and I'm worthy of that. Now, let's talk about how to deal with those toxic family members, toxic friends. Maybe you have a toxic husband who isn't abusive to you. They're just unhappy. What can you do? What can you do if you have a boyfriend in that situation or a girlfriend in that situation? If you will look at them with different eyes, it will help. If you will look at them with kindness and with sympathy and empathy, you will see a different version of themselves. Because when people are negative, when people are toxic, they are hurting. And when I say they're hurting, they lack confidence. They have had something traumatic happen to them in their childhood, or maybe even as adults. Somebody has put them down. Somebody has bullied them, and they're acting out of hurt. So if you look at them with different eyes, that will help in that situation not to take it so personal. Because growing up with a mom that was very critical of me, I internalized everything that she said as the truth, and really, technically, it wasn't the truth. It wasn't. She was just hurting and lashing out verbally with her words. If you're in that situation with a family member, I want you to look at them with kindness, and I want you to smile at them, and I want you to say, thank you for your opinion. I appreciate that. But this is how I feel about myself. I want you to stand up for yourself. But you can stand up for yourself in a kind and loving way. And you can turn around what they said to you and turn around and use that arrow. I say the words are arrows. Turn around and shoot that arrow back at them, but shoot them the opposite of what they just said. If they say to you, I don't like your hair color, it's not flattering for you, you smile and say, thank you for your advice and your opinion. I appreciate that, but I love my hair color. It makes me feel beautiful. Shoot back the words with kindness and with a positive spin on how you feel about it back to them, because it will nip it in the bud pretty quickly. The more that you do that, they learn that they cannot continue to put you down because you're not falling for the bait. A lot of times it is a bait to trap you into turning negative or to agreeing with them because they want to be right or they want to start an argument. But if you would do that technique and shoot back the words in a positive way, it usually will stop the behavior. I teach this when I teach young kids my platform and my Crowning Confidence curriculum. When I go in and I teach about bullying, the number one thing I teach them to do and what I learned to do when I was getting bullied is to share kindness with them. Because it throws a bully off track when you do that. When a bully's putting you down either online or in person, if you look at that bully and when they are putting you down or when they're making fun of you and you say to them, wow, you have such pretty eyes, or I like your shirt. If you compliment them and stop them, they are thrown off. They're like, what? Really? Why is she saying this, or why is he saying this to you? Especially online. If you are starting to get attacked on Facebook or in a message, if you will look at that person with kindness and if you will write back, because our words, people are more quick to bully somebody online than they are in person now, especially as adults, because they feel like they can hide behind that computer. But if you don't fall bait for it, if you don't type back and just like da-da-da-da-da, like you're just so mad and you're typing away, if you'll sit back and realize that person's hurting, that person needs a friend. So you sit back and you say, you know what? I don't know what's happened in your life, but I just want you to know that I care for you. And I hope that you have a good day. And I hope that you know your worth, because you're better than that. You are worthy to have a happy, healthy, exciting life. And I hope that you find that. And if you will write back something like that, it usually stops them. They might continue it on, but if you don't, you've already said your piece. Don't fall for it. Don't continue it on. What I teach little girls, especially at lunchtime when they have a bully or when they have a mean girl that won't let them sit with them at lunch, I say to go up to them and say, you know, Maybe tomorrow I can sit with y'all. And I just want you to know I love your hair, or your shirt is super cool, or I like your backpack, or just turn around and compliment them, because usually they're like, wow, she's different, or he's different. There's something I like about him, because it's called the law of attraction. You are attracting the behavior that deep down they really want to have in their heart, but nobody's ever taught them that. So if you have a family member who is toxic, or a friend, 2 things you can do. You can share kindness, and that's what I want you to do. And it gets to a point where it's starting to really affect you negatively, and you feel yourself being pulled down from it. You are allowed to take a break from it. You don't have to necessarily be friends with that person. You don't have to be around that family person. You can distance yourself, and you can love them from a distance, and it's okay to do that. Sometimes while you're learning confidence and while you're learning your worth, you might have to pull back. And if they come to you and like, why aren't you hanging out with me anymore? Why aren't you my friend? We're family. Why aren't you coming to the family reunion? You can say, you know what? Right now I'm going through a lot, and I'm taking some time for self-care for myself. And that is the truth. You're not lying to them. You're not attacking them, but you're just telling them, I need a break right now. And you're saying that in a nice way. I need a break right now from you. But you're saying that in a nice way, saying, I am working on myself right now with self-love and self-care. And I promise I'll be back, but right now I just need to focus on me for a little bit, and I hope you respect that. Use your words kindly, and it will really help. So this is just a short little video of some techniques that you can do to stop bullying, to stop the toxic, to stop the negative, because I don't want that to affect you. And if you have not done my steps, do my steps. They will help. I also have a Facebook group called Confidence is Your Crown by Brandy Jo. I would love for you to be a part of it. It's a great accountability group that we link arms and help each other with. But I hope you know that you are loved, and that you have the power in you to create the life that you want. If I can do it, you can do it too. And I believe in you, and I'm going to believe in you when you don't believe in yourself, because somebody did that for me, and I'm going to believe in you until you believe in yourself. Okay? Have a great day, and may God bless you. Bye.